Hello, 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 and welcome, Miss Joy with Jewel Designs. I just realized my hands are a little dusty. Oh, thank you all for coming back for another day, another week, or for the week, another day. Either way, we are here today with another quick craft project. This time, though, I'm prepared, as you can see. This I've been meaning to do. I just wasn't sure if I was going to do it as a short and just decorate one up, or whether I was going to do a full video. Not like there's a lot going on, but I'll keep it short and sweet if I can. Haha. Compared to Sunday evening's fun little journal card last minute here we go ordeal. We ended up, we took our embossed paper embossed book page, right? We used ink, we tied it up, and then we turned it into, in this case, I turned it into a tiny little notebook. I mean, the last page was a little damaged, so we even turned it into a little bit of a tuck. So if I do want a little washi here or something, we can make that like last. But I just found half pages that I had left over, both in pink, purple, and blue, right? We have our lace, we have our little edge. It looks like it's overlapping, even a little cute double pocket in the back. So there's the outcome of that. Isn't that cute? So that was Sunday night, and this should be, well, sometime Tuesday morning, maybe. Yeah, we'll call it that. But my girl right now, it is totally Monday evening, and my girl is having her slumber party. Haha. And I am getting this up and running. So what I want to do is take pretty much a time card, and I cut it down the middle, and thought we'd make 2 belly band bookmark clustered ordeals. So you can cluster one and cut it. You can just decorate it up and make it a belly band. You could decorate it up and laminate it and make it a bookmark. All kinds of little things. But time cards, we noticed these vintage inspired time cards, when you cut them in half, are perfect for all of those things, because they are, I cut the line, so one's just shy of 2 inches and one is like 1.5. Because I went down the natural line, I didn't just cut them down the middle, because I was like, yeah, that's me personally. So we're going to do one in yellows and pinks, one in purples and greens, and this one for sure, I think it's somewhere, we're going to use even the spring colored brads, and I have a green one and a purple one to match. Oh, it's actually yellow. I thought it was green. But, oh man. Well, it might still work. They have a pretty mint green one, but I don't have any more. My varieties are out. I had a few, there's always a few random, but that might work too. Maybe we'll do the other two. But I wanted to put the brads to the bottom and top, to remind me, and then I might actually punch them through the whole paper page, the page that we put them on, to help keep them in place instead of always just gluing them down. Or you could make it a very odd, sort of a faux belly band. You could put the brad in there, and then you could swing it out, like, the possibilities are endless. So little things like that, and I just figured we'd come along and work together and get it done, right? So I am going to carefully, I know me, you know me, I do this, I didn't get it perfect, I just had a general idea, and then I did that, right? I had a general idea how I wanted to sort of cluster them up the page as we went along, trying to find different shapes, similar colors, different imagery. Now this is actually a sticker. It's on the vellum, on the sort of the translucent clear sticker. So that's great as a sort of a washi fill. I thought the top to sort of fill in space. This is actually, what made me think to use that here? Well, it's a sort of cool color though. These are actually whites, creams, and pale pinks that came off one of the packaging from the, one of the meshes that I did. So anyway, I was like, where did that come from? It doesn't really go, but I'm going to work it. So there's some things on these where I think like the noon, AM, PM thing, I don't really want to see. I don't mind seeing this because it is pulling with the green. We are going to use sort of the sticker maybe up here, but they're too long for this book. So if I keep them in the altar book, they are actually too long. So I didn't know what to do, whether to turn them upside down and utilize the lines here and then just cut this off. But I think I'm just going to cut the bottom total off. I'm just like, I don't see, because plus my, I'll keep the green on a little bit. I also, I don't know, maybe stamp one side. I lost my train of thought. Why does not surprise me? Cut the bottom total, Nope, lost it. Darn it. I don't know, cutting stuff off and couldn't think of what I wanted to say. I don't know. I really lost my, oh, jeez, guys. I've only been up since 7 a.m. It's not that bad, and it's not even that late. But we haven't had dinner. I haven't had much to eat. I had a lot of veggies today, which is good, but not much else. Okay, so there we go. There's that. I figured in this one we would cover up the noon part. Oh, that these washi strips only so long. Jeez, there was my train of thought, but didn't, lost it completely. So in this case, this one, I think we're going to border both sides and put everything up and down up and down the middle. And this one over here, we've got one section that, this is this side up or something like that. So we'll just use 2 lines sort of down the middle of it. And you can see, right? Okay, good. I was like, please tell me you can see. And hopefully one of my daughter's friends doesn't show up at the, exact same moment here. I do need one more. I'm going to use our milled lavender. I'm going to use my sage green, and of course our lovely, what's the word, photo to ink our spots that are just a little too white. But hopefully, I don't know. I was waiting and waiting and waiting for one of her friends to show up. I knew she had an appointment. And I was like, well, okay, if I don't get to this soon, it's going to get later, and then they're going to want to do dinner, and I'm just going to be like SOL here trying to get back to this to have for a Tuesday video. You had your Sunday night, so I figured, well, give you a break on Monday and do a Tuesday morning video, right? But I want to make sure everything's sort of enhanced because they're going to overlap. So, a little bit of inking just helps give you a more dimensional, shaded feel. Well, I hope the week so far has gone well for you. I know it's a brand new week, but still. First full week of August, since last week was sort of a split. The weekend was August, but we are officially into it, and we'll be a week away from school starting. I realize I have one girl does have a big, like first day, or at least somewhere in the first week new outfit. We try to do that. It's sort of fun. They've been doing it since I don't know when, so I think my mom always did with us, and so my mom did it with my girls. So, first day of school outfit, or in this case, they have, instead of just having a day or two before, like the starter week, they have a full 4 days. One's doing full hours, the other one's doing half hours. I'm like, yay. Okay, so before we get into much of that, let's get these guys glued down so that I am not knocking them over every 5 seconds. But anyway, so one, she got a new pair of pants and a new top. That look cute together. So she has more pants and jeans that she knows what to do with, but, well, at least this way you don't have to do laundry every 5 seconds for, like, a whole lot of things. Like, you have some laundry always, but that, she's like, I got a couple of shirts I can use for PE, so, like, don't feel like I'm washing the same shirt day in and day out, or every week. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be good. Like, wash it, put it away, wear the other shirt next week, then swap them. Do that with a lot of our hand towels and body towels and stuff. If I have it, I try to vary it, like, so I pull them all to wash them, but I put the new set out, and then the moment, and I just put the clean set away for the next week, and so it helped. I noticed it made a big difference in a lot of the germs to do that. And I hear cars. Oh man. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna try to pause this and hope nothing overheats, and I will try to be right back. If not, well, I'm starting over. 1 sec. Oh, and I made it back, but I forgot to turn the light back on. There we go. Because if I leave the light on, my phone totally overheats. So, okay. All the kids are here now. Woohoo! I have sort of a full house. I mean, there's 6 girls in the house right now, but 2 of them are me and my daughter, so it's okay. The oldest. Alright, so there we go. So we have some green, we have some text, but I'm not worrying about every little element, knowing a lot of this may not make it green. Really show. Which is sort of a bummer. I would like some of this to show, but I might over-cluster this. But I sort of wanted that 3-dimensional, over the edge type belly band for this one. And I'm going to turn on another fan. I have the so-called big fan on, but it's really not helping. That's the bum part. I did not get out here this morning like I wanted to. Well, I forgot last night to do the streamers and the banners and the decorating of the house for the birthday, which we always do. I always just decorate. And then my husband realized, like, oh, this is sort of cool. And he took over. He started doing, oh God, guys, I left that undone. He started taking over what we call streamer duty. So we put the crepe streamers up in color combinations in the kitchen area, above their bedroom door, and a couple of the, like, room divider archways. And depending on the year and what we're doing, depends how much streamer goes up, but paper streamers, and he sort of took over that. He became quite known. That was his thing. He would do it the night before, because of course, you know, or first thing in the morning. Like if it was a work day, he might get up and do it first thing in the morning, and so when we all got up, it'd be done. So that was his job. So now I have to for sure take it over. I'm like, darn it. Not darn it, but it's just like, last night she didn't want to, like, she was on the computer forever, so she was, like, not really leaving the room, and, I was like, well, shoot, you know. Now, I was going to do this with it here, but I felt it was, like, too much butterfly, so I'm wondering if we need to, like, change it up and do it more like that. Like, so maybe we have here, which means I need 3. So I've got sets of 3, and I know I have this. I wonder if my sticker is going to be my 3rd, or if I'm going to, like, which I could make it a little lighter up here. We could do that. Let's see, turn it this way, do it that way. Yeah, well, I'll block it, so maybe I will go flatter. That's not bad. I love doing this so I can overlap them a little bit. I'm going to do those 3. It's a little pushing it for the 3, but I have 3 clusters, 3 in each cluster. And that lets us sort of work something up and have things overlap a little bit so that things sort of stick out, and it makes it. And now we can see more of underneath, so I'm really liking that. Okay, well, you know me. I don't know me, haha. If you know me, I'm actually not that easy, but I'm learning. I'm trying, guys. Letting it go, letting go, let it go. We were watching Zootopia last night, and it's so funny. The chief makes all these Disney princess references, and not in a good way. Like, this is not some what is it, some movie or something he says that, you know, you sing a little song and you get all your dreams come true, and he's like, just let it go, and I'm laughing because I'm like, oh, I forgot they made all those references. But my oldest, my youngest, I'm like, what do you want to watch tonight? Because, you know, we're not doing your usual, like, everything you want Monday night. Well, she's doing it with her friends, but, like, not with us, like, not with me and Sammy. And so I was like, well, you get to sort of pick dinner if you want, and you can, you know, pick what we watch tonight because, you know, that kind of thing. And so I sort of felt like, okay, well, yes, I'm having it with your friends, but it's not the same because you're not with us. So she had sort of a pre-birthday thing. So technically I was in labor with you on Sunday. So why not, you know? Yeah, labor was 36 hours. I had started contracting probably earlier on a Wednesday. And by 10 o'clock that night, I was barely comfortable on the couch. And even then I was like, gosh, that's a lot of pressure. I walked back and forth from my front yard of our condo, house, whatever you want to call it, apartment. And Sammy kept wanting to ride her bike back and forth, and so we kept walking all the way around the complex, because we were like the second from the end, but the driveway was on the far end. It was like 4 two-story apartments, condos, I don't know what the heck, townhomes, down. And so we had to go all the way around, and then walk all the way down to our driveway, our garage. So I'm like, okay. So a lot of walking, and didn't think too much of it, but apparently all that walking, because we were on day, 39 weeks and 3 days away, I think, from 40 weeks. I think Saturday was going to be 40 weeks. I was going to see him on Thursday, and we were going to heavily suggest that if, you know, I didn't end up in labor, I wanted to be induced on Saturday. I'm like, I'm done, I'm good, let's go. And so we're walking back and forth a lot on Wednesday, and 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, geez. So we do dinner, and didn't really want to eat much that night. I really didn't. Everything was tight. Everything was sort of weird, and I didn't go into labor with my oldest. My cervix started doing its job, but I didn't actually go into labor until she broke my water, and even then that took a while. So I haven't really felt what labor feels like. So I'm just feeling this tightness, and I'm really liking this. This is a clear, almost clear Avery shipping label. I've printed botanicals on it, and so it's see-through. You get sort of that, I don't know, printed on feel. So starting to feel some pressure. I'm not really hungry. Don't really feel like eating. There's no room. And I'm on the couch, and I'm okay comfortable, but not great. Not really. So it's Wednesday night. It's, you know, I go to 10ish or so. I try to go to bed, and I cannot get comfortable. Like, I can't sleep with a darn. I'm like, this is not good. There's some pain. I think there's some pain here. Don't think this is a good thing. I think we're getting there. I'm wondering if I'm having labor. So I go, screw it. You know what? I want this baby. I want it here. Maybe if I go in with potential like pains, maybe they'll be nice enough and help me go into labor. Like, finish this off. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now, I am inking the back of this to be on the safe side, but you're really not going to see it. There's no reason for you to see it, but unless I do something weird and change my mind on how I use this. But this one, no. This one, it will be a belly band. So, yeah. So, but this is now like 2:30 in the morning, and I call my mom, and I'm like, so it's technically Thursday morning, 2:30 a.m., and I call my mom, and I'm like, I need you to either come get the youngest, or, you know, the baby, you know, well, my oldest, or come sit with her, or I'm gonna go, you know, I'm gonna go into the hospital. I don't think this is a good thing. I think I'm finally, you know, going into labor. So she's okay. So I should pack her up, and I drop her off at Grammy's. So luckily we're here back in town, so you know, they're nearby. So drop them off, go to the hospital. Of course, you go through the emergency room, and they're like, okay, well, let's get you back to the other end. So I got to walk all the way through the hospital. I'm like, okay, all this walking, this girl should have popped out so easily. But look at that. I did theme it. Green and purple, right? Simple clusters. Over time, you know, vintage inspired time card. Little strips down the sides to sort of border it. So now, before I forget, I'm chatting story time. Who knew you were going to get a story, right? So over here, this pay period pending or ending, I am actually going to plop my thing in there. I had my all here the other day. But anyways, we go in, I have to walk to the other end, and they set me up to all my stuff, and I think they checked me. I think I was dilated some. Not a lot, but I was dilated some. They said, okay, well, it's early, let's just keep an eye on you, let's, you know, we'll keep you here, and they call the doctor, but the doctor confuses me with somebody else, but it was in my favor, because he's like, yeah, you know, just keep her, and, you know, I'll see her in the morning. So now what I guys can do is I can open it up, punch it through the whole of the page we're going to work on before I decorate it or whatever we're doing. So before I glue the page down, before I make a pocket, before we do whatever, we can hide this brad amongst the layers of the book pages of the altered book. So that's going to help us. So he confuses me, but because he's only seen me for like 2 or 3 weeks. You know, we moved here mid pregnancy, moved home. I saw somebody out of town. She was super young, would not hear me, would not listen to me. And just, we had bad traffic at the time. They were working on a bunch of roads. So getting to her was just, I'm like, oh my God, if I'm in labor, how am I supposed to go all the way to, you know, this town, which was an average of maybe 30 minutes away. Okay. But this was getting longer and longer. And I'm like, no. And she wouldn't listen to me. And she just kept putting me into a generic pile of people, like we're all the same. Yeah, apparently not. My 2 pregnancies weren't the same, let alone I'm not the same as everybody else. There we go. I'm really loving this, guys. Can you see it? I hope you can. Give me a stand up so I can see better. Yeah, my coloring is really weird. Thought I had enough light, but apparently not. What is up with that? Oh, it's just heat again. So anyway, isn't that pretty? We got stickers, we've got fussy cuts, tickets, word definitions, coins, and then these are the stamped die cuts of different papers from Celeste. I don't know if she does them. Well, she does sheets of them, so I got a cute little sample for one of my thank yous. So yeah, we're using those too. Isn't that adorable? So we're going to put this down, and we're going to punch it in as a belly band on a page. So here's what I'm thinking. Now I could have glued it on, which I could do another one. I can glue it on any one of these pages, or leave it on the end as a tuck in, but that is the thinner one. But maybe you can, you know, because of the things that might be sticking out, you glue it down. You have cute little tabs here, and you can tuck something in. But in this case, I think what we're going to do is when we get to whatever I work on, I will be able to decorate the page, put it in, put it through and then, you know, glue wherever I need to the next page and hide that brad, and it will stick there as something pretty to make it as a belly band. So that is this is definitely my attempt. I could still do it as a tuck over here, hide them, glue around the edges, you know. It is really cute as a tuck too. So we'll see. This is a larger one. So I'm going to put it here. It is purple. I don't think, let's see, we've gotten pinks. We've done teals and yellows, greens. This is blue and bluish blue with a little bit of purple. So maybe purple is going to be our next run. Maybe. Who knows? Okay. So we'll put that one in there. So I'm all stoked about that. So anyway, yeah. So my girlfriend goes, oh, you know, the guy that delivered me, she goes, the guy that's delivered, you know, both your godchildren, yeah, both your god, you know, is still practicing. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. So I call, I was lucky, I got in, he sees me, and I mean, but I am due in like 3 weeks. I mean, it's literally week 36, 37, not knowing, gosh, you know, I could start at any moment, and da-da-da-da. I'm like, oh, let's cut that a little close. But anyway, so he's barely seen me, so he does confuse me with someone else, and he says, yeah, keep her, it's fine, we'll see how this goes. Of course, not the right person. He shows up at about 7 or 8 o'clock that morning. You know, I've been there for a couple hours, and he's like, oh, not who I thought you were, but, you know. I said, well, I'm scheduled to see you in a couple hours in your office, so can we just stay put, you know, and can we just get this going? If I'm really in labor and I'm slightly, what's the word? Yeah, open, whatever the word is there. Then can we just, you know, can I just stay and can I have this baby? Yeah, sure, no problem. Of course, I won't go into the details, but they try all kinds of fun little ways to help me dilate, and they don't work. We waste 6 hours, people. 6 hours with instead of just giving me an IV of Pitocin, they try to do some weird suppository, some chemical, something. It's supposed to naturally help you. Okay, now, it took 13 hours with the first one with a Pitocin drip, consistent, you know, at a decent range the first time. So I covered this side up, and then we're gonna go down at a somewhat, I can't draw a straight line apparently, at an interval down. Okay, so yeah, I'm like going, well, I guess so. We give it a shot. I'm already, because I'm not really moving forward. I'm not getting very far. So they're like, oh, we'll try this. And it's such a hit and miss. It's like, oh, well, maybe it didn't go up there right, or one of the capsules hadn't opened correctly, or, oh, stupid thing after stupid thing. I'm so frustrated, guys. We kill 6 hours. We're into the late afternoon. Yeah, not moving fast enough here at all. Not at all. So, yeah, so, you know, we stopped doing that, and I think they finally start the Pitocin drip, but it's slow going. We're talking, I don't know, they did a slow run, they were afraid to, I don't know. I'm like, just hit me up with it, will you? So I'm hearing, by the time she was born, I'd heard like 3 other moms come in, have their kids, and leave the department. Oh, talk about being frustrated. I just wanted this child. I'm like, well, she needs to come out. So yeah, so we get through all Thursday and nothing's happening. We get into the evening. My mom comes to see us. At this point, I am standing up through contractions. I am rocking. Every time they laid me down, she would creep back up. She wouldn't stay down far enough in the cradle. Every time they went to check me, and the slowest, you know, was just hell. It's like, no, yeah, it was bad, guys. It was so not fun. I couldn't lay down to do contractions. I couldn't sit up. I had to be standing to get through the contractions. You know, contractions wouldn't be as strong if I was sitting down or laying down. Oh, man. Talk about a struggle. So 7, 8 o'clock come around, and we're not getting very far. So by midnight, I'm stressing. They lay me back to check on me. She slides again for the upteenth time. I'm almost dilated enough, but not quite. And she, you know, she keeps sliding. So it's midnight, and they're like, well, if, you know, we'll just give you a break, because if we don't give you a break, you're going to stress everybody out, and, you know, if we're not careful, because we push too hard, we're going to end up with a C-section, and I do not, and I'm going, nope, I don't want a C-section. That's the last thing I want. I'm like, no C-section. I like the flower up there, huh? We want to do it that way, I think. So I'm like, nope, C-section is not an option. I don't want to do this. So they go, let's just stop everything. Let's give you a break. Let's give you a rest. And I'm like, I just want my baby girl. No. So I got about 5 hours of sleep, 5 or 6 hours. They give me a little bit of pain meds. It's just nothing that'll hurt anybody. You know. See if you can rest, because laying down just wasn't so not comfortable at that point. Like, nothing. Don't make me. So I don't know. So we get to the next morning. We're Friday morning now, and they go, okay, let's work. He comes in and goes, hit her with a Pitocin. We're gonna up it every hour, you know, at pretty decent intervals. I think we start at 8. I'm still up and down. I'm feeling more pressure, which is great. I'm up and down. Can't really stay still. Can't lay down. And I'm about 3 hours in. They probably just shifted the next, third dose or whatever. And I'm, using the restroom because I'm just like, oh, there's so much pressure. I'm like, good, this is a good thing, right? Yes, what do you want? Hey, no. Hold on. So sorry about that. My daughter's knocking on the back door to the backyard because they found a dead bird in the grass. Which my cat was out all night. He did not want to come in. So he must have either got it this morning or what. We have so many cats, it's not even funny. But anyway, yeah. By the third time, I'm 11:30. I'm walking around. I'm like trying to figure out what this pressure is all about, and my water breaks. Because they didn't break my water. Not like my first one. She came in, started all the goodies, broke my water to help me start. Because again, dilating, but not, no signs of delivery. So my water breaks on its own. Don't know how that feels. That was funny. Like a rubber band and a balloon popping and a rubber band snapping at the same time. Very interesting feeling. We never had kids. I don't know how else to explain it. That would be my tidbit of it. I'm like, that would be my way to explain it. And of course, my husband was right behind me because I was going to feel like what was about to be a contraction. And luckily steps back. I think he felt, sorry, something in my body tense up. And he had good shoes on, but good sturdy shoes, not good dress shoes, but still good sturdy dress shoes that when he had to be more managerish. And so he steps back just in time. Still has his hands on my waist, but he steps back just in time. He feels the pop. I feel the pop. Gush of water. Oh my God. And the nurse is frantically screaming at me, going, get in bed, get in bed, get in bed. I'm like, what is your problem? Because they never know when your water breaks. If a umbilical cord comes loose, a baby's going to drop. I don't know. They're flipping out on me. And I'm like, well, you just raised my bed up. How am I supposed to get into it, So we get into bed, and that's 45 minutes later, that girl was out. But talk about whatever. So last night having girly pre-birthday whatever, I said, well, it's not that big of a deal. I go, honey, I was in labor with you technically on this day, so we can celebrate a little early your birthday. We're having a little bit of the privileges. She doesn't have to do chores today on her birthday. Your birthday, you don't have to do chores. Everybody fills in. And so we do that. And then I'm wondering, I'm afraid to change up my concoction here. Sort of wanted maybe not put flour on top of flour. Just I'm trying not to do too much there, but still need to fill it. Oh, it might work. Maybe I like that. Okay. So yeah, no, it's just crazy. So she was born just before noon. So as of noon today, she was, officially. Well, noon today, Monday, I should say. Yeah, let me rephrase that. I am not filming I'm filming on a birthday, not on the day you're seeing this. Or released to you guys, I should say. Because, well, I guess I could, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Well, if you see this Monday night, I changed my mind and I released it Monday night. So you have a Sunday night, Monday night, but you won't have anyone. No, you won't have another one until Wednesday for sure, because I have to do the whole DMV thing tomorrow on Tuesday with my daughter. So we're hoping she can get a real ID and maybe even attempt her permit test. Hoping they'll let me. Says, I'm already here. We'll let her take the frickin' permit test since. Yeah, so fingers crossed on that, guys. that we got to do that. Like, what am I saying? Wait, you wouldn't know. You don't know, maybe. Sorry. Too many what ifs. I don't know. Like I said, I'm liking getting ahead of the game. And, you know, not getting ahead of the game, but like just giving it to you guys when I record it. But then sometimes it means you get them all at once and then nothing all week, which is sort of what happened last week. I got on a roll and then I got, you know, sidelined with trying to finish our room, and so I couldn't get to any more videos. So I don't know. Either way, YouTube's been great. They are suggesting my videos, but not everybody's really game for it. They're suggesting it for some reason, but not to people who actually would want to watch us, you know, watch this, which is sort of weird. Getting a lot of views, but 30 seconds to a minute in, they're like, oh, I don't watch this stuff, or this is not my cup of tea, or whatever. So they're not staying. So it's sort of a bummer. I'm loving the view numbers, but the analytics is not what I'm looking for. So a little bit of a bummer. Okay, so we're going to do that up right there. So we got pink and flowers on the bottom, pink and flowers on the top, and sort of a beigey white yellow in the middle. Yeah, that'll work. So this one I would do a standard. Glue it down, or three-sided tuck. Though this one is the shorter one, so I'm really tempted now to make this a belly band standard and make that other one more of a tuck, even with the brads in it. I don't care. Though I just realized those brads are definitely going to make the book thick right there. That's gonna be a problem. I love those brads, but they're almost better for book. They're almost better as a closure than they are. What I'm about to use them for. Shoot. I love those. We do have them. We have them in gold with just pearl, and then we have them in the what I call the spring colors, in silver base. There is one more pink base left, where that's all pinks, peaches, yellows, all the warm colors. Pastel, but warm colors, right? I almost put that upside down. So, yeah, I know, but they are really pretty. Okay, so we have time cards in the shop. I have some words up. I don't have any definition sheets yet. The definition embellishments, I haven't put those or the tickets in there printed in the shop. There are in the digital shop. The digital shop, of course, has the spring definition blocks. It has ticket sheets where it's 5 different themed strips of tickets on one sheet. I even have the washi tape look where you can, you know, print it on your favorite stuff. Okay, well there you go. See, and that's another page, which is real simple. Just took my favorite clusters out of things that I already fussy cut out, covered up strips of time card with all our favorite, you know, inks and whatnot. And, you know, you take your embellishments, your fussy cuts, and you just go for it. But yes, my baby girl, 36 plus hours it felt like later. Went in at 2:30 Wednesday night, till like Thursday morning, and had her at noon Friday. So yeah, it felt like 36 hours. My poor girlfriend even asked me, she's like, "Is she here yet?" And I'm like, "No," and that was it. And the way I said it, though, freaked her out. She thought something had happened to her soon-to-be goddaughter. So funny. I'm like, "No, wait, sorry. I'm prego brain. I'm trying to have a baby." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. No, wait. I haven't delivered her yet. She's here. I just, you know, she's still in my tummy. She will not come out, the little stinker." But here we are, 13 years later. Still my little stinker. I should have known better when she was giving me such fits in the womb that she would give me fits out of the womb. Well, there you go. There is the birthday edition belly band bookmark tuck time card clusters, right? And even say you could do this, right? And the way, especially this one, or all of them really, you could rip them, cut them, whatever, in the sections right along some of these lines, and you could have little time card embellishment clusters. So maybe this one, maybe I don't want another time card set with another belly band somewhere. I could cut this and turn them into little clusters and put them on different pages, which I'm really liking that idea, actually. So you know what? I'm going to give into that. I'm going to keep them straight because I can't get all them ripped. So we're just going to go right down. Oh, almost right down. Let's see if I can get underneath that one. I'm like, shoot. Well, I'm going to go right down. And we can ink them. And look at that. Use a time card. One time card in 2 ways. We're making cute little clusters. I can back them and put paper clips in them. Try to make it a hidden paper clip, right? By backing, and you back this, you hide the paper clip, or just tuck it in with a paper clip. glue them down, because I have all these pages. We have all of these eco dye, coffee dye pages, and they may need a little bit of decor, and this is a great way to do it. Little clusters of any sort, whether you use fabric, whether you use paper, whatever you use. So in this case, we have 3 little clusters now, using the 1/2 of the time card, right, to decorate edges of paper pages with, and we have this lovely sort of elaborate what's the word, the time card strip to do the cool little, I think we'll make it a tuck to keep it as far out as possible. I gotta see if I can find another sticker. I want to find another sticker piece. I think I'm gonna fussy cut some clear stickers back here to sort of blend it from top to bottom. But otherwise, yeah, I think we're getting set. By Jove, I think we've got it, ladies and gentlemen. 1 time card, 2 potential projects, and a number of lovely little, things that will allow us to do all kinds of fun little things. Sorry, I turned my head. That was bad. To put in our book. I'm loving it, because now I've got the ephemera. I've got something to decorate with, or even any of the pages like I felt something was not quite enough. I've got these clusters to help with those pages, those pockets where maybe the front is not enough, and I can just go about and cover them. So there we go. Cute project. Not too long. Probably still 45 minutes, knowing me. Oh no, I'm at 36, so if I can stop talking. Thank you guys all for joining me. I will probably make this, we'll make it a Monday night. We'll make it a Monday night birthday, baby girl birthday, video. Here's what we made. Another quick project, after throwing something like this together, using embellishments, we just kept layering and, made a cute little notebook. Now we're able to make, some cute clusters and a belly band, which are always well received. And, simple, cute little ephemera projects. Not anything complicated. Taking what you have and making the most of it. So, love you all very, very much. Thank you for joining me tonight. We will see you hopefully Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. It may be an altered page. I got to figure out what to do with this next set of 4, right? I don't want to do the coffee dye. I think I want to do something decorative here. We have some very odd pages to cover up. So I think, we got to really cover those up, and then I will pull some out and keep moving on. So we are getting there slowly but surely. But as you see, it does bow. It bows. It's so funny. And yeah, and all kinds of other things. So that's it. I'm gonna let you all go. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll see you about midweek. Thanks all for coming. Love ya. Bye bye.